We're back in the kitchen today and we are sharing with you a couple of our recipes for barbecue. I mean, it's that time of the year, guys.
Yes.
I mean, Easter, Memorial Day, 4th of July, people are getting together. They're barbecuing outside if the weather is conducive to that. And we have a couple really spicy.
We're spice gals.
Yeah, we like it hot and spicy. So,
couple fun recipes, yeah, for some salads and of course a cocktail.
Yeah, we actually have a cocktail that's a little spicy. So that comes at the end.
Yeah. Welcome to Emily and Laura. I'm Emily.
And I am Laura.
And if you'd like to like and subscribe to our channel today, we'd really appreciate it. We're a young channel and the more we get support, the more we can continue on.
Yeah, so let's get started.
The first spicy recipe we have for you is kind of a mix of a old-fashioned potato salad with a street corn kind of dish that we're gonna combine together and make it our own. Now we have seen one that we are using for our inspiration that we will also link below so that you can follow the recipe along with us. We love this collaboration, right? Yeah, it's like something classic but spiced up. So we're gonna just get started. Now I did pre-boil the potatoes. You wanna dice them up really small so that you get a piece of potato in every bite. So peel them, boil them, and let them cool down. And so now we're gonna get ready for the sauce.
So for the sauce, we need some mayonnaise. So we'll just start with the mayonnaise and put it in our pot here that we're gonna be cooking in. All of the liquids and the spices go in this pot. And then we'll mix the corn in with that in a minute.
We like to use an avocado oil mayonnaise just to be a little bit more health conscious. We're talking about mayonnaise, I mean.
Yes.
As Paula Dean likes to say, my favorite condiment, mayonnaise.
Well, you know what? I kind of agree with her.
I know, right?
I mean, it is great. You can bake with it. It makes everything so moist, like your meats and stuff like that.
Can't go wrong.
So we're putting in a tablespoon of salt and pepper. So we'll just add those to this. And then chili powder, about 1/4 of a teaspoon of chili powder. And of course, you can always add a little bit more or a little less to your taste.
Yep. And we have a 1/4 cup of chicken broth or vegetable broth, whatever you like. And the juice of a full lime.
If you don't have one of these and you eat a lot of lime juice and lemon juice in your food, you need to get one of these.
Oh my gosh.
They are the best.
The best thing.
Yeah.
And now we're going to add some Cholula hot sauce. So, you know, she likes to say 1 to 3 tablespoons. I'm gonna err on the 3 because, again, we like it hot. Now, the thing I love about this hot sauce is when Tom and I got married, we got married in Mexico. So we had this label remade with our wedding information
so cute. I
as
love
a
that.
wedding favor for everyone.
Yeah.
And it is just so fun.
It's a great hot sauce.
So it's sentimental.
Yeah.
And we're just gonna use 1 teaspoon of sugar. And we'll whisk it all together.
The sugar and the heat from the hot sauce kind of balance and give you that sweet and spicy. So we're just gonna take it over here to the cooktop. And just get this warm. You don't need to, we're not cooking anything here. We're just kind of getting all of our ingredients to blend really nicely together. So then when this gets all mixed in very well, you just add your corn. And just whisk all of this together so that all of it is mixed really well.
All right, now that we have our sauce mix all done, we're gonna add hard-boiled eggs. Now, you can not use hard-boiled eggs if you're not a fan, but I honestly think anytime we can add more protein to a dish, why not?
I love potato salad with eggs in it.
I know, right?
Yeah, but
And
there are
that's
some
kind of
people,
the classic.
Yeah, it is. But there are some people who can eat eggs.
Yep.
And if you got a bunch of people that you're inviting to the barbecue and you want to be sensitive to people's different diets, you could always put the eggs on the side and people could, you know, just sprinkle them on top as well.
Yes. All right, and then we're gonna pour in the corn mixture.
Yeah, and you just pour this right over the potatoes.
That looks so good. Stir this in, and then we're gonna add some red onion that's been finely diced. eyes are watering.
Yeah, those are some strong onions.
And then some cilantro. That gives it a little color.
Yeah, this is really pretty.
And then we're gonna do about a 1/4 cup of the cotija cheese. And I like to kind of pre-crumble it. And then this will just go right into the salad.
Oh, it smells amazing.
I know, right?
Yeah.
All
Perfect.
right. Look at that. Yum,
Yeah.
yum.
Yeah.
We used a frozen corn today that we warmed up and had ready to go. You can do right off the cob if you like. You can do canned, whatever your preference is. Also, we had, you know, a 1/4 cup of onions and cilantro. You can always add more.
Yeah.
I would love onions, so I say bring it on. But again, with the hot sauce, that's also to your desired amount. So.
And that's true with any of these dishes that we show you, is that you don't have to stick to a recipe.
Yeah.
You can add a little more of something, a little less of something. You can actually throw something else in there. Like if you wanted it even more spicy, we could put fresh jalapenos in it.
Oh, I think we should do that.
Amazing. You want to do that?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we can actually sprinkle it right on top.
I just happen to have some.
And it would be a pretty garnish. Yeah.
That would be really pretty to take to a party.
Yeah. Just have it garnished on
There
top.
we go.
And there you go. Voila.
All right. I think we're ready to dig in. So for our next recipe, it's a Southwestern coleslaw. This we thought would be really fun to do to add a little spice to it.
Right.
You can add it to grilled chicken. You could add it on a burger. You can just...
Street tacos.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love street
Exactly,
tacos with
yes.
coleslaw in it. And this would kind of have everything in it that you would need for street tacos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just can accompany, you know, pretty much anything. So it's a great thing to bring to a barbecue, a potluck. And we're kicking it up with some Southwest spice. We have our coleslaw here, pre-shredded.
Yeah, and we actually just bought the bagged coleslaw mix.
Yeah.
So that's why you can see the 2 different kinds of coleslaw in here.
We are gonna make a sauce to start off with. So
Yep,
we're
so
gonna
it's-
add some mayonnaise.
Yeah, so we use the same kind of mayonnaise that we did before.
Yes. We like the avocado oil. This is a Primal Kitchen
Yeah.
mayonnaise. We're going to put in the juice of 2 limes. We're adding some honey. Now you can use a non-sugar sweetener if you'd like, but we like the honey. It's natural. If you're gonna have sugar, you might as well go with the honey.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do 2 tablespoons here.
And then we also are going to add some salt and pepper to this. So this takes 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and then 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, and then just mix all of that together really well.
And then to our cabbage mix here, we're going to add our cilantro and our jalapenos and diced red onion. And the jalapenos, you'll definitely want to seed them, unless you like it extra hot.
Yeah, and just be careful about touching your mouth, touching your eyes.
Any other
wash
body
your hands
part.
really well. Yes, well, there's that too. Yeah, there's that too.
I won't tell you that story. So we
That
got,
looks good.
yeah,
all the
right?
chunks are out of it. Looks yummy.
Nice and smooth.
Yeah. And then just pour this right over your coleslaw mix. I mean, how easy is that?
Oh my gosh,
I mean,
so good.
so effortless.
Yeah,
What I like about this coleslaw recipe is it's not too mayonnaise-y.
yeah.
You know, even though mayonnaise was the primary ingredient to the sauce, it's not it doesn't taste like all mayonnaise. Now, I will tell you something else that would be really great with this, that if you serve this on a plate and you did some barbecue chicken, some barbecue shrimp, and you can even do fish, and you could actually just lay it on top of this.
Yeah.
And that would be so pretty.
Yeah.
And there you go.
There you
It's
go.
that easy. As you know us, we have to have a great cocktail.
Oh yeah.
We have a spicy cocktail that actually has jalapenos and cilantro in it.
Oh, it's
so
so
that
yummy.
we're going to show you next.
So I saw this recipe at a restaurant once when I was craving spicy food and pregnant.
Oh,
So,
I had the same thing.
Right?
I ate a lot of jalapenos when I was pregnant.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so it started off just being one of those like drinks that kind of quenched that. But then I wasn't done being pregnant and thought, wouldn't it be better to add something? So this drink has tons of possibilities and you can alter it to your guest and your own liking. But we like to kind of have this assortment of the toppings, you can call them, to really personalize it, right?
Yeah, for sure.
But the basis of it is really just lemonade.
Super easy.
And sparkling water to cut it, to not make it so sweet. I think that a lot of times just lemonade on its own is great, but like I don't really want the extra calories and the extra sugar that goes along with it.
Well, what's nice about that too is that if you have make your own bar like this, is that you can actually, if you don't want to have the seltzer water, you don't have to put it in there.
Yeah.
But
so you can do individual recipes, or you can do a pitcher if you are serving the masses. So we're going to show you the pitcher because that's how much we'll be drinking anyways.
After this video.
So yes, I usually will just do like a half and half ratio. And then you definitely will want to add in the jalapenos that again were seeded and cut. Don't make them too small cuts because then you could get them caught in your teeth and all of that good stuff. We don't want that.
But for our party purposes, we've left everything out of the drink, and then you can add it to the drink.
Yes.
Yeah. That way you get what you want. So if you want it really spicy, you can add a lot of jalapenos. If you want just a little bit.
But the original is kind of just the jalapeno and the cilantro. And then you can add more lemon, more berries, and just mix up your own concoction there. So for our first one, that's what we're gonna do, is just the basic recipe. And we also don't want the cilantro to be caught in our teeth.
Yes, very true. Unattractive. That is not something you want.
It's not a good party thing, right?
No, so we actually kept it in its full sprig like this, and you can just put it down into the glass.
Yeah.
And then it just adds some decorative detail to the glass. And I think that's super pretty.
And your jalapenos.
And then there's your jalapenos.
I mean, you gotta have the jalapenos.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna want to just give that a nice little stir. So you get all the flavors kind of melding there together.
Yeah, that looks amazing.
And voila.
Oh, we didn't.
You're all set.
So this one doesn't have any alcohol.
I know.
That's boring. So we're gonna add some alcohol to this.
No, I think tequila is always fun. And then also people that don't want tequila have vodka.
Yeah, me and tequila don't do very well. I'm told I'm the life of the party, but I don't seem to remember anything.
Yeah,
so
right?
I stick to vodka.
Okay, so yeah, again, preference. You can have whatever you like out, but this is kind of the basis of it. Now for the next one, we're thinking of more of a fruity version.
Yeah, so if you have people coming to the party that don't drink alcohol, or kids, or just maybe want something that's more on the sweet side with their alcohol, we use mixed frozen berries.
Yeah.
So we just get these frozen berries. You could do just blueberries or raspberries, but I think these are so pretty, especially for Memorial Day and for 4th of July. I think these are a lot more festive, right? And once again, the frozen ones keep your drink colder longer, right? So you can actually use a little less ice. And you just put your berries in there. And you just mix it up. And so there you go.
So good.
So you have 2 different drinks right there.
Super easy and super festive for summer. It can be totally personalized to everyone's taste.
Yeah.
So you really can't go wrong.
So we hope that you like the recipes that we've given you today. Maybe they can add something to your holidays coming up. We really appreciate you watching our videos. We're a growing channel and we'd love to get your comments.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, thank you.